big time show is happening in Orem, featuring Jenna Johnson, who won season 33 of Dancing with the Stars and actually grew up right here in Utah. Plus nationally renowned artists like Dallin Bayless, Dan Hess, and even more.
Well, putting on this charity show is Nate Keller from Utah Extravaganza. Okay, that's some pretty big names and some Utah connections.
Yeah, there's some great talent coming. Our aim really is to bring some national acts to Utah here and then allow our local performers to perform with them. A lot of times our local talent doesn't get to do that kind of a thing. So we want to mesh the two together and bring our really great performers that we have here, like you said, Dallin Bayless. We've also got Amy Shreve-Keeler and Ryan Shepard and some others that have done a lot of shows at the Hale Center Theater and other things around here.
Oh, this is tomorrow, right?
It's tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow night at UCCU Center in Orem.
That's right.
Okay, so what are people going to experience?
Well, we're subtitling the show Broadway and Beyond. So we've got 3 symphonies coming. So we've got the Utah Valley Symphony, which I'm actually the president of the board of directors for the Utah Valley Symphony, and I play the classical bass in the symphony.
Oh, great.
But I won't be playing tomorrow night because I'll be emceeing the show. But we have the Utah Valley Youth Symphony, and we also have the UVU Symphony coming, along with 3 big choirs from the community. So we have the Wasatch Chorale, the Orem Chorale, and the university singers from UVU.
So you'll have more performers than audience. No, I'm kidding.
I hope not. I hope not.
No, this is going to be a huge show. That's why it's called an extravaganza.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have room for people buying tickets. It's a charity.
Yeah, that's right. It's a charity.
Okay.
So the idea is for us to support the performers that are performing that night. So we've got 6 organizations that are nonprofits, and we also have the local artists and others. So this is a charity show. All proceeds will go to the people who are performing.
And what else should people expect? Give us a little sneak peek of the show if they still want to get tickets for it.
Music, dancing, everything.
We've got a little bit of everything. I'd say there's a little bit of everything for everybody. We've got some classical shows like Les Mis and My Fair Lady in there. We've also got some more contemporary stuff like Wicked, the TV show just came, the movie just came out, so we've got Wicked in there, and Hamilton. We have some backup dancers who will be dancing with Jenna and Val. And also, on one of the numbers, Val, some people don't know this, but Val is actually a violinist. And so Val himself, he won the Mirror Ball Championship 3 times in the past as well. And he's a violinist, so he's going to pull his violin out on one of the numbers and give us a little bit of that.
Do we know that?
I don't know if people are aware of that, but he's going to be doing that for us tomorrow
that's
night.
cool. And then you'll probably do a solo with the bass, right?
Yeah, well, actually, banjo's my main instrument. It didn't fit in this show. Maybe in a future show, but yeah, it's going to be a really fun time.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, how do people get tickets?
Well, you can go to axs.com, or you can also so axs.com or also uccucenter.com to get tickets.
Okay, this is a huge deal. We're excited to have you here to talk about it.
Thank you.
What's your favorite part of it?
I've always loved musicals. And so that's why this one is subtitled, Broadway and Beyond. We're doing a lot of musicals this time. But one of my co-producers is Carl Bacon. And Carl is 90 years old. He's one of my close friends. And this will be the 5th show that we produce together. So in the past, we've done other shows at the UCCU Center. We had this amazing British tenor come, Alfie Boe. You may know Alfie. And then we had Idina Menzel. Right after she sang the Let It Go song, she was a big hit. And then that was actually for the Elizabeth Smart Foundation. So that was the proceeds went to them. And they also connected with the Operation Underground Railroad during that performance. And then our final one we did was Dolly Parton. And so now we're coming back to bring a show. We're hoping to have this be a Utah tradition. So Utah Extravaganza will be something for everybody, and we're hoping to do that every year.
Yeah. So explain a little bit more where all the proceeds will be going from this show and your interest in that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I really love the arts. And so professionally, I'm a real estate investor, so I've got properties in Texas. But I love the arts, and I try to promote them in every way that I can. We've got some great organizations performing with us. And so the choirs, we've got 3 big choirs and 3 symphonies. So we decided to have all the proceeds go to them so they can further their work here in the Valley. And as you know, as time goes on and technology gets bigger, it's harder to get kids into the arts. And so we've got symphonies. I mean, to get a kid to play the tuba versus playing video games, it's a little bit of a challenge. And so we really want to have that out in the community and have everybody know that symphonies are where movie music comes from, and even the music in their video games comes from symphonies. And so we've got to produce that, and throughout the years. So
Utah's known for very talented artists,
a lot of talent.
dancers.
So you're talking about right there, you have to reach even further, don't you, in terms of reaching these kids to get them to experience music, to play an instrument. Something
Exactly.
that I don't know if you have to go into schools or whatever.
We've done that quite a bit.
Yeah.
The Utah Valley Symphony, we always do a kids program every year, and we invite them from all the elementary schools around. We want to get them while they're young and have them get interested in it. But I think the most important thing is exposure. So if we can expose them to these kinds of things while they're young, they'll get a feeling for it, and later
yeah,
on...
I'd like to do that.
Exactly.
Right. If they don't know about it, it's not even in their minds, and they go on to sports and other things, which aren't bad either. But we'd like to keep the arts strong. I think that's where societies stay strong. I think in the history of the world, the arts are very important to keep a community together.
Inspiring and
Yes.
very exciting. We can't wait to see more about this.
The
Okay.
website again?
UCCUcenter.com or AXS.com is where you can get
And
the
that's where you get
tickets.
the tickets.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you so much
Yeah,
for
that
coming
sounds
in.
like a great
Good luck.
show.
Thank you.
All right,
Right.
thanks.
Keller, thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it. And so the